Hello, everybody. Tim Jones here. To be honest, I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I think I need to make a few confessions. You see, I've been carrying a heavy load of guilt for quite some time. Things that I just need to get off my chest, and I figured, what better way than a public confession? No, I'm not Catholic, but even I voted for Pope Leo. So, Mr. Pope, Il Papa, here goes. Sometimes I can be a bit lazy, like when my wife asks me to clean the sheets of the guest bedroom after our most recent visitors have left. I'll say, "Absolutely, honey." But then I'll simply pull the bed covers over the sheets without changing them. I know. Terrible. Sometimes I will tell my neighbor that his lawn looks great, when secretly, deep down in my heart, I know that it doesn't. It really needs to be weeded. I'm not proud of this, but recently when I played golf with three of my golf buddies, I told the guy who was keeping score that I had a 9 on the par 3 11th hole, but I didn't. I actually had a 10. When donating food to the homeless, there have been times when, instead of putting the Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies in the donation bag, I'll put in graham crackers instead, and I'll keep the Thin Mint cookies for myself, because I don't particularly care for graham crackers. Unless they're the cinnamon ones, in which case, yeah, I'd probably keep them too. I don't always exercise as much as I should. Like the other day, when I committed to do the exercise cycle for 45 minutes. In my defense, I was on it for the full 45 minutes, but in full disclosure, I napped for the last 30. The book I was reading was a total snooze fest. Hey, you try reading Pride and Prejudice while exercising. It's impossible to stay awake. There have been times when I told my wife I flossed before bedtime, but I hadn't. But in my defense, I only forget to floss on evenings when I've been up late watching TV, which is rarely more than 5 nights a week. I don't always eat right. My wife recently told me that I need to get more green foods into my diet. So I went to the 7-Eleven and I bought a quart of mint chocolate chip ice cream. And while that ice cream flavor is definitely green in color, in hindsight, now that I think about it, that's probably not what my wife meant. So I went back to the store and bought a couple 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew. When I'm under stress, I can be slightly rude to strangers. Like last Tuesday, this guy who was new to the area asked if I could recommend a good coffee shop in town. I suggested to him the Shipwreck Cafe on University Way. What he didn't know is I don't drink coffee. I sometimes cut corners, like last night when my wife shouted for me to get off the couch and for the 4th time, please feed the cats. Well, since she had fed them every morning and evening for the past 2 weeks, but I was playing Angry Birds on my cell phone at the time, and I was eating spaghetti. So I fed the cats one of the meatballs. They seemed to like it just fine. I read somewhere that cats are carnivores. Recently, I bought my wife a bracelet. She told me, "You shouldn't have." She's probably right. I bought it at Walmart for $15. I figured it would help me feel less guilty about having bought my new $800 golf clubs without telling her. I still felt guilty about that. Oh, not enough to return the clubs, mind you, and please don't tell her about the clubs, okay? A while back, my doctor told me I needed to get more fruit into my diet, but he didn't specify how to spell fruit, so I did the best I could. Yummy. I sometimes deliberately screw up doing a household chore, like the time for weeks I deliberately overwatered the geraniums, just so that my wife wouldn't ever ask me to water the plants again. Not to brag, but it worked. Should I feel bad about that? Yeah, probably so. Sometimes I spend way too much time on Facebook when I really should be helping Michelle promote her portrait art business. But in my defense, sending emails to university presidents asking them to get their portrait done is, well, it's way less fun than watching a video of a cat or a kitten eating ice cream. Sometimes when I'm under time pressure to come up with an idea for a View from the Bleachers video commentary, and I just can't think of a new idea, I borrow a concept from a late night television talk show like Stephen Colbert's Midnight Confessions, and then I rework it to appear like it's my own original idea. Please don't tell Mr. Colbert, okay? I'm his biggest fan. Well, that's the View from the Bleachers. Please forgive me, won't you? Amen.